Do you mind?
Not at all, baby. I felt like taking a drink. I will. This is the day. When supper was ended, he took the cup and said to his disciples, "Drink from this, for this is the cup of my blood, the cup of the new and everlasting covenant, which shall be shed for you. Do this in memory of me." Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I love you, baby. Happy Maundy Day.
Happy Maundy Day.
Be Arthur Day. Jeez. I never know when you fuckers are gonna start looking. And that goes for you, Mystic Gecko. Mystic Gecko there, he commented on something last night. And he said, something like, cigarettes are gonna kill you, man. And I say, no, they're not. Because I am smoking natural American Spirit cigarettes. Out of New Mexico. There was something, I used to be able to sell these things if I wanted to. I was just promoting them because I thought it was a good smoke. And I was right. It's only made from the lamina of the tobacco, you know. It's the leaf tobacco. They don't use any conditioning or anything, just fucking crap rolled in like there's a cigarette, I was taught this trick. I didn't smoke them. My friend bought them once just to show me this trick and how you just field dress it into a glass of water, and it's all these stems and seeds. And so Natural American Spirit, they're not doing that. They're even making the damn papers out of the plant. They're not using any reconditioned sheet tobacco. No stems, no seeds that you don't need. Acapulco Gold is bad as weed. You see that? That's my Cheech and Chong impression. And it's got a condor on it, so you can pray to things. Was told once in a class on how anything you burn in effigy of a condor, the smoke goes up to the gods and they answer your prayers. And I said, hey, I'm smoking American Spirits. This is a cigarette that got me hooked. It was a good one. It was what gave me what I was looking for when I was experimenting at 28 years old with cigarettes for the first time in my life, really, you know. 5-year experiment. I said I'd give it 5 years because I'd heard I'd heard Steven Tyler from Aerosmith that said quitting smoking was harder than quitting heroin. Sure, he knows, but I'm like, you're just a fucking rock star, man. I mean, how much willpower do you really have to begin with? You can't even keep your ideas to yourself. You're an artist. And so I said I'd start smoking for 5 years. There are 2 other things involved in that, which one day we might talk about. April 14th. And that guy said no. He said it didn't work if you burned it on your cigarette like that. Like, I said, it's an image. He had said effigy, like images or sculptures or something, you burn it and it fucking, but he didn't like the idea that I was smoking it too. How better to pray than to take it in and send a part of you to the gods you pray to. He says it's gonna kill you, man. I can tell the difference between smoking these and any other cigarette. I feel chemicals in my chest. I've been smoking for fucking, I don't know, some years now. Probably 14. But these, I can still run. This is all part of the grand experiment, you know. Taking a look at how much we got, you know. If the Christian Scientists really wanted to know how this all works, they could pay me to speak, but they'd have to pay me a lot because I don't want to give this stuff to Christian Scientists. That they've got Christian in their name it's enough, right? I mean, there's gonna be trouble. They've chosen a god. And you wonder if Loki's ever gonna get in a fight? No. He's just sitting there watching and giggling. That's my god. One of them. Happy Maundy Day. Maundy. That's what I read in the old Farmer's Almanac this morning. Maundy Day. And it's in the big religious text that they have for Pentecost and for Ash Wednesday, you know, Saint so-and-so, whoever it is. And, well, happy Maundy Day. I didn't have my glasses on. And I thought, what can that be? It's like the closest thing I could come to is from the word maudlin, which I understood as being a melancholy state, kind of just morose, you know. And so why would they call it that? I said, Jesus and the boys were having their party. It's Passover coming. This should be the only thing nice about the whole experience, considering that the next day they fucking pinned him to the ground, well, to a cross lying on the ground, and picked him up. I get a look. Hey, I can see Jesus saying, Mother Mary, I can see your vagina from here. Oh, that might have been the Magdalene. That's me. That's me. Just for fun. And then, yeah, they're going to call that Good Friday. And then I ran into a guy in the liquor store. He's Chaldean, I'm pretty sure, which Abraham said is one of the 3 original Christian peoples. Abraham is from Lebanon. He's my mechanic in Kalamazoo. Got into a big speech about that. Said, you know what, I talked about Nietzsche, how everybody got mad at Nietzsche because he said God is dead. And they acted like it was anti-fucking religious. But no, his idea, if you read Thus Spake Zarathustra, there's a part with Jesus in it. And he has to say that God is dead and we killed him. Which is the sad part. It's not like he's saying there's no God anymore. He's saying we killed him. We killed the whole concept of God by making it to where we killed God. And he forgave us. Whatever that's all about. Is that a guilt trip? If you ever saw one, I can see how Catholicism got to where it was today. Wow. We killed a God. It gives us supreme power over our God. That is the work of any devil they might come up with. To let us believe we are better than God. We killed God. And we talk about it. And we see he came back, he was okay. Well, yeah, that's when he chose between the lion and the lamb and chose to be the lamb in this time to give us a way of knowing how to do things. That's all it's really about. It's not about religion. It's just really how do you do things to where everything's going to work around you, you know? It's not about being nice to people because it makes you feel good. Sometimes you just got to be nice to people so they're nice to the next person because you didn't piss them off. And it comes back. It's very, very, very self-centered, but it works. You don't have to sell yourself out for that, you know? Maundy Day. That's what I thought. I thought, you know, about how Nietzsche was really stealing from our fantasies of things. He was taking a concept and showing us how we destroyed it, how there could be something better than this. But then we turned around, and now you look at the time of Solomon, he was fucking sacrificing 10,000 people on an altar in the woods, and all his desires were answered by God. He had everything he could see in his hands. But now we go and we say our 5 Hail Marys and our 5 Our Fathers. We go to confession. Can't wait till the next time I go. It hasn't been since about 1982. Can't wait. Again. impatient. Be wary of the patient man. He's waiting for the great big joke. And we go up there and we eat the body of Christ. This thing we killed. We eat it. The Eucharistic host. That part with my body, eat it and all that. That's the most boring part. I like the part where they're drinking. Well, then they sit down and pray. They've just eaten an effigy of the man they fucking murdered. They should call it Maundy Friday. But then I looked it up and put my glasses on. Turns out it's maudlin. Yeah, I talked to that guy in the liquor store and I gave him ideas, and he told me how it's about remembering these things so we can share with our family and stuff. And I said, I don't know if I buy it. Maudlin. It's the day of the foot washing. How's that fit in this time frame? Is it a few years earlier? They don't even talk about Passover in Old Farmer's Almanac. They just go to the washing of the feet like a year or so earlier, whenever it happens. I don't know. They were hanging, probably 3 weeks. Everything was longer in the old Bible. You know, people lived 800 years. This is probably more like 3 weeks. Wouldn't be able to stand each other that long. So there was a foot washing, and I got it wrong altogether. I looked it up, and when I looked up the word maudlin, which I got the Maundy from, I was thinking it was sad. And I said it was melancholy, a state of just desperation, kind of just, I don't know what to do next. And it turns out it's just like that. Plus, it said often associated with alcoholism.